Welcome to Fishkill Dirt Oval Racing Network. I'm Big Kev, and this is Battle in the South Part 5. Welcome to Fishkill Dirt Oval Racing Network. I'm Big Kev, and it's time. Battle in the South. In the words of Darrell Waltrip, it's time to boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing. Battle in the South. Fishkill Dirt Oval Racing Network. I'm Big Kev, man, and we are here battling the South. Day number 1. We're standing with a first-time racer here at a big race, the Battle in the South, Mr. David Grice, coming from Dandridge, Tennessee. David, you've been new to this Fishkill stuff, man. What's your thoughts on Greystone Speedway and this new race we got going, Battle in the South?
It's a great track. Love this. Excited. Can't wait to get going. Be amazing, I do believe. Going to be my first big race. Hope we do well.
How's your nerves doing on this, David, getting ready for this big battle out here that's fixing to happen at Battle in the South?
Oh, I'm a little nervous, that's for sure. Got a whole lot of cars up here, a whole lot of good drivers, a lot of good cars. We'll see how we're going to do at it.
That's right, David. That's what I always say, man. You want to know how good you are? You always go out and race the best in the business, and that's what you're going to be doing here this weekend at Battle in the South, buddy.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of good ones here, and we'll see how we turn out.
All right, best of luck to you, man, and your race team down there from Dandridge, Tennessee, David Grice. Ronnie East, man, making a trip up here for Battle in the South, man. Is this your second year being up here as part of this race?
Yes, sir. It's my second year. I come last year, and boy, I didn't like the outcome. It was pretty rough on me. I didn't even make the show, but I regrouped, had to move up in another class, and I'm going to give it 150%.
There you go, Ronnie. Tell everybody where you from down there.
Man, I am from Purvis, Mississippi. That's probably about 12 and a half hours from here.
Woo! Man, taking to make the long trip up here to race with us guys up here in the mountains at Greystone Speedway, man. And I tell you what, I have seen as of late, you have got a lightning rod for a race car out there, man. And you has got as good a shot as anybody, man. And you've got some speed. Hopefully you'll be able to put it in the track out there.
Well, Vic, I got to tell you, buddy, the car's a lot better than a driver. Now, if we had Brad Bickford or Brad Hill under the wheel of it, I'd say it'd probably be in victory lane. But, man, I tell you, I'm struggling. I mean, I done good last year in the stock class. I had to move up, and, man, I got an ache on my finger here. They call me strong finger for a reason.
I know exactly that feeling, Mr. Strongfinger, because I got one myself. But, hey, man, best of luck to you. And you never know, man, you may be throwing the old Big Battle in the South trophy beside you in the truck on the way home, buddy.
Man, that would sure be nice, but we're going to give it 150%. Man, there's some tough competition up here. I mean, the saying is, if you're going to be the best, you got to outrun the best, and I guarantee you, buddy, the best is here, Battle of the South.
That's exactly right. Ronnie East, be watching for him, number 6. This year showed many fast cars show up to Greystone Speedway. And one of the things I wanted to talk about was I'm so happy that the Jennings boys up there at Greystone decided to change the format back to how that it used to be years ago. 8 spots. That's all you had. 23 drivers in the Super Late Model class trying to vie for 8 spots. Not only that, there was a ton of late model stocks there trying to get into 8 spots. Modifieds, a ton of drivers. Modified stock this year, a new class coming on. I know, speaking for myself, it was a lot more pressure showing up there on Friday. In years past, I mean, I didn't really feel a lot of pressure. I thought, well, there's going to be more cars get in the A, man. I didn't feel like I really had to work hard, but I tell you what, that was the added pressure, the extra little bit of excitement to add it to my part for the weekend when I knew that I only had a couple opportunities to make that top 8. Friday night, old Big Kev didn't even make the A main show. Saturday night, we got in. So that was exciting for me. And me being a racer, the way that I love racing, I love it that way. I like having that added pressure. You got to work your tail off all weekend just to get in this spot. A lot of fast cars in every class. I've seen a lot of them in lower mains. And let me tell you something else about Battle in the South this year. Your lower mains were as fast at times as your A mains, your B mains. The class, the racing, the fields, the times was so close all weekend. I can't get over the type of competition that we just witnessed up there. When you go from the first place car to your 10th place car only being separated by a couple of tenths, man, that is crazy. Not even tenths, we're talking hundreds here. And just still to be able to make one of those 8 spots was awesome. We're going to review our classes and our champions overall weekend for Battle in the South. First of all, we're going to give you a couple of highlights there from each class. Brother's going to do that in there. With our modified stock, Jimmy Ricker and the General Lee, man, come out strong with that modified stock and takes home the championship in the Battle of the South this year, 2019. The first year modified stock for that class. Now we're going to talk a little bit about our late model stock. Man, last year we had our winner, Alan Douglas. He bumped up this year to the Supers. But last year there was a man on the hunt for this class. Mike Denny had a good run going last year, come up a little bit short, but this year he served notice. He unloaded quick when both nights took home the championship for late model stock. Mike Denny from up in Ohio, man. And I remember seeing this dude the very first time at the fair, at Adams County Fair. And I'm not saying nothing bad, but man, he struggled all night, had a hard time just keeping that fifth scale on the track. But man, you fast forward to a couple years later, this dude means business, man. And I mean, he had the old number one, has a new look in 2019, has that number one rolling right now. He is a guy you got to watch out for. Mike Denny was the overall champion. And I know Miss Connie's awful proud of him, just the same as we are. Good job, Mike Denny. Now we're on to our open wheel modifieds. And I'm telling you, that class set track record, of overall track record up there, the fastest times, not track record per se for all the classes, but the modifieds were the fastest on the track with 5:39, I believe. Who was it put that down? Mike Ondinger put down a 5:39 in that mod. Super fast car up there. Come up a little bit short, but man, it was Brad Bigford bringing home the Battle in the South championship, doing something, and we talked about it earlier. The only champion that had been in the modifieds was our old buddy Josh Myers from Torque Graphics, and he did everything he could, but cut just a little bit short. There's a new champion in the modifieds this year, Brad Bigford. And that moves us to the super late models. And man, what a show. That's my favorite, no offense. That's the class I run in. But anyway, it was a show to be part of. Everybody, and a lot of people thought, oh, Andy McClellan, he did have a super fast car. Checked out Friday night, come up Saturday night just a little bit short, had some technical difficulties, and came up just a little bit short on that end of it. But man, this class was super fun to race in, being part of that. I had to start in the lower mains Friday night, had to work my way up. That was a lot of fun. But I'm telling you, it was a battle all weekend. The name of the race, Battle in the South, that name lived up to itself because it was a battle all weekend. And it also gave us our first repeat champion in the super class. He was our first year winner, and then he comes up this year and reclaims that title again, Mr. Chris Wall. He piloted that number one to victory and a championship on night number 2 there. Congratulations, Mr. Chris. 516 award. Everyone knows that's part of Fiskeld Over Racing Network. That's where we go to the races, the big races, and we choose someone that represents Matthew 516. And man, we found 2 good ones this time. And guys, sit back and check this out.
Fiskeld Over Racing Network. I'm Big Kev, man, and this is Battle in the South, part number 2. This is the finale. And you know that we always give out our Matthew 516 awards to somebody. Don't have to be a racer. But we just find somebody that exemplifies Matthew 5:16. Let your light so shine before men they may see Christ and glorify Him. I got 2 little sweethearts here. These are some of my best buddies at the racetrack, and we've been talking for a long time about some watermelon. And these 2 little girls had to
2019. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know me and the old Pain Gang, my brother Chris, we had such an awesome time being there with everybody and fellowshipping and fun and all the stuff that was involved in that. We love those big race weekends, man, and we can't wait to get back. We got a shout out to our old buddy Cody Early. Did an awesome job on the mic for Battle in the South. And got a shout out to the Jennings boys, man. I'm telling you, those guys did an awesome job getting that track ready, having it prepared for everybody, man. And we want to shout out to old Josh Myers for Torque Graphics, and not just Josh, his whole family there, for giving us something to eat there. And I can't thank those guys enough for what they do. Everything together is what's involved in making the whole weekend a success. And I tell you what, it's awesome, and I'm just very proud to say I was part of 2019 Battle in the South number 5. Who knows what number 6 is going to bring? But I'll tell you one thing, it'll have Big Kev. If he's alive and able, he'll be there with the old brother Chris in the Pain Gang trying to win a championship. I want my name on the shirt just like everybody else. We got to shout out to our families, our wives, and our kids for all the support and all the help that they give the old Pain Gang. Me and my brothers, we do this week in and week out and race in and race out, man. If it wasn't for those ladies and kids and our whole family being supportive of it, man, we couldn't be doing this every weekend that we do it. But we are thankful for those guys. We love yous, and we appreciate the support you do give us. And in closing, man, I just got to shout out to all the new tracks and everything we're hearing come up and being told to us and stuff. We're excited, and we're excited about not only hearing about them, but being able to go visit them. We know there's a lot of them out there. Make sure you guys are letting us know of them, letting us know your schedules and stuff like that, because you never know when Fiskell Dirt Oval Racing Network is going to show up and check you out. Just be part of you guys. Looking forward to the track you done got scheduled, and if you do or have a new track or a part of a new track, or just let us know about it, man. You never know. You may see us sometime at your racetrack. It's so Big Kev and the Pain Gang. We're going to sign out. Battle in the South 2019. What a blast. Can't wait till the next one.